Hey guys, Silverlord here, back again with another edition of Evil Villain Doesn't Give a Crap About That. No, I'm just kidding. We're back with another action figure review. Today, we take a look at the Popeye Classics Castor Oil by the fine folks over at Boss Fight Studios and Big and Bad Toy Store, which is where I got mine on sale for $26, $27 as opposed to the 30 something these usually go for. And the reason we got him, he was on sale. Because I really want to check out Poop Deck Pappy and the Sea Hag, but haven't gotten around to those yet because they're not on sale. So, with that being said, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all Castor Oil has to offer in terms of accessories, starting off with a couple different hats. I'm assuming they're different colors. I don't know, they look the same to me. I think one of them is a little longer. It is. The brim is longer on this one than it is on this one. But, you know, standard sailor style caps, basically. And then the hat I like the most, because it doesn't just look like Popeye's, is this one with the little nubbin on the top. It's kind of like a bowler cap. And this does fit in his hand. I mean, you can put it on his head there. It will sit. But it's not gonna stay. You flip this dude upside down, that thing's going flying. So let's take that off. I will put it in his hand though, because that'll work for me. He also comes with a little ducky. I think that's a duck or a seagull, maybe. Probably a seagull. That would make more sense. But very anorexic wings on this duck. Very small anorexic wings. I don't know how this thing's planning on flying. Call it a duck again. Seagull? Is it a duck? Is it a seagull? I don't know. It's a freaking cartoon bird. The beak looks like a duck. You know what? Screw it. It's a duck, alright? Rubber ducky, you're the one. But, there you go. Comes with a duck. And then, I don't know what the Sam Hill, this abomination, it looks like a monkey with a very phallic-shaped nose that could get me blocked in 37 countries. Either way, it's got a little articulation. It's got a ball joint in the head. It's got swiveling arms. It's also got some weird kinky collar choker thing. It's a separate piece. I don't know what is going on with this. What is this thing? What is this thing? Is this a monkey? Is this some kind of weird monkey? Or is it some kind of weird... Is it a person that's grown a tail out of its bum? It's got 2 toes on each foot. You know what? Get the heck out of here. You freaking where the wild things are reject you. That said, before I get too far ahead of ourselves again, I think it's only right to show you how teeny tiny little Castor Oil is. Here's Roughhouse, the next figure we'll be looking at in this line, and you could see that Roughhouse is a freaking giant compared to Castor Oil. I don't know why he's so darn small, but he is. Another reason he's probably on clearance. But he does come with the little companions. But getting Roughhouse out of here, we'll have a look at him later today. Since I always tend to do these Popeye reviews on a Tuesday. Take a closer look at old Castor Oil here. A little Castor Oil. It's olive oil's brother. That counts for something, I'm sure. Oh, he's got his, is that his mouth? Right there. Like off, pushed to the side. I like that. That's different. Head is on a ball joint. We'll look all around. Look at this bulbous-headed little man gets better tilt than most Marvel Legends. And that is why your disc hinge is a piece of crap. So, yes. Castor Oil can give you lots of attitude, whereas Spider-Man can barely do that. Shoulders go out, back down, they rotate forward and back. It's got a single jointed elbow with rotation. Swivel at the hand, which his hands do, I believe, come out. Let's see here. Yeah, they come out pretty easily, but he doesn't have any extra hands. It's just these hands. He's got the grip hand and he's got the pointy hand. Now, I don't know if there's another figure that this guy could share hands with, so you can give him just 2 regular hands, but that's your lot with him. His waist is just a swivel, so that's fine. His hips, pretty decent in the hips. His hips will kick out forward and back. A little bit of a thigh cut in there. Actually, quite a bit of a thigh cut in there. He's got a single jointed knee with rotation, with the little Popeye nubbin kneecaps there. And then his feet are on ball joints like most of these figures, but I'm going to tell you that mine, this foot came unglued, and then this foot came unglued. For whatever reason, Boss Fight decided to glue the pegs into the feet as opposed to just make them like double ball pegs. And on this side, at least for mine, feels like the peg is a little short. So I don't know if that's genuinely the case, but needless to say, I had the old man put some glue in there so they would stay in. And I put a little dab of soap in the socket before popping them back together, after heating them up, of course, just so I could be reassured that he's not going to pop apart again. And he feels fine, so, you know, I didn't have to replace anything. That's all fine and dandy. But moving forward, I think they really should either make the feet like hard plastic, like a solid piece, or just give them double ball pegs. I don't think anyone would mind a little extra articulation, if that's possible. Popeye's got some pretty whack character designs, so I don't know if that's possible. But bringing in our two regulars here, we got the Mythic Legion's sword caught on his staff, Brother Mandibuleth, right there. And the infamous K11 Spawn, who is a fucking giant next to Castor Oil, just like Roughhouse. But unlike Roughhouse being a giant to Castor Oil, Spawn is probably going to be a giant to Roughhouse. So we'll see about all that. But yeah, as you can see, Castor Oil is a wee lad. A wee little lad. And could somebody please explain to me, like, what's up with this guy? I never knew about this guy until this figure came out. I don't remember him in the episodes that much. But it's been a hot minute since I watched Popeye. So, you know, it is what it is. With that being said, I think it is time now we move right along and wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and aside from the feet coming unglued on my particular figure, good old Castor Oil here is once again another fine addition to the Popeye Classics line from the fine folks over at Boss Fight Studios. He is also one of the cheaper ones, so if you haven't picked him up yet, I would do so because, well, he is Olive Oil's brother after all, and while I may have never heard of him before, that must mean something, right? So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.